All right, so this is going to be another like collective reading. I wanted to follow up with this, so I kept some of these cards out that we got in the last reading, right? Remember, we got sacred sound and breath coming together, the chariot, the tower, the justice, major energies. Wow, 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 with the throne. So I kept that here, and I like to expand on some cards, so we did that. And this is amazing. All right, there's an element here about being patient because this came out of my deck that I made. Okay, this element of being patient, right? It's like the seeds that we planted are growing. Okay. All right. So, where should we start? Let's start right here. So, I got the throne. We've got the third eye chakra, reclaiming our mind. Reclaim your mind. So this is a collective reading, okay? It's about the collective, right? As of now, with people, and then it's like reclaiming our consciousness, reclaiming our mind. It's like taking the blindfolds off, the masks off, like and showing our true selves, being authentic. Receiving our colors, receiving our wings is what I got from this. Receiving our wings, our stripes, kind of like, all right, this is your mission. You know, like, this is your mission. Are you ready to fly like the phoenix or fly like the hawk? You know, it's just like, it's time to receive our destined path with the turquoise changing woman here. And take that leap of faith. With the leap of faith, Orion energies. Hold on, I can't really see. Leap of faith. And look what's next with courage and boldness. Step into courage despite your fears. Be willing to take a risk in order to gain more. Speak your truth. With that arrow there, she's about to speak her truth. I love this. Beautiful. All right, so it's about speaking our truth. It's like the people. Let's reclaim our mind, reclaim our consciousness, our divine consciousness. Do you want to be part of the in crowd, right? So it's like, do you feel undervalued? So it's taking the blindfolds off and revealing your true authentic self. It's about leadership here and walking our truth, putting our stamp, our handprint in the world. Leadership. You are no longer the supporting cast. You are the leading male or woman. I can't remember. Let me see. Yeah. So take the initiative and lead the way for others to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those you admire. So it's just like being, cautious, being careful. That's not the right word. It's, leading others as way showers and light workers or light warriors or whatever, term you like to use. But it's walking our truth. Walk your truth. And the cosmos is like all the cosmos, you are your own, like you are unique in your own. Okay. So in having the strength, I love it. We have 88 as well. We have 8. I feel like I want to say this is the 8 because it reminds me of the strength card, which is an 8. So, so lots of 8s here. So it's like this just really reiterates the message of having courage, having strength, receiving our next step in our mission here, and reclaiming our mind and our consciousness as a collective, and having the strength to move forward and take that leap of faith and take that leap. And to come together. And look what's next to coming together. This is so cool. Is this focus on relationships? So focusing on our relationships and how that is. And so we're coming into, we're building this new earth. What helps with the divine counterparts is this beautiful, sacred love and actually true love. All right, so that's what's coming together. And also sacred breath and sound will help that. So it says, for enlightenment, stay in the moment. Chop wood, carry water. Avoid distraction. Meditate. Bring unresolved issues into view. Relationships. New partnerships are coming your way. And it could also be, it's like new. It's renewed. Okay, if it's that person from past lives that you've experienced over and over, it'll be renewed because you guys have learned so many freaking lessons, and you have refined your souls to this right here. To this, to leading the way now. Masculines are being called up, especially right now. Feminines too, but I feel like feminines have, they have had their role, same as feminines, but masculines are being called up as well to leadership. And be clear what you're committing to, it says. Reassess present relationships and leave behind those who do not support you. Exactly. So it's about this heart expansion, these activations that we're receiving for our heart, because we're moving more into our heart space, the fifth dimensional frequency. So it's the collective. It's like a, what do you call it? I guess a certain percentage of the human collective is accepting the fifth dimensional frequency. And honestly, I did a meditation the other day where I tuned into higher levels like of dimensions, and it's like fifth dimension is great and everything, but there's more beyond that, you know? It's like I was literally floating and flying, and everything went really, really, I don't know how to explain it, but it felt like the ninth dimension or 10th dimension. Like, it just felt different. I think their channel is Ophenia and Sakal. They have really great meditation processes that I like to do sometimes. So that, just a shout out to them. So yeah, we're going into that, and look at this. We've got cosmic midwifery with birth and expansion. Remember, if you caught my videos last week, I felt like I was going through this energy of birth, like, and it literally felt, it felt pretty physical, but it's also like initiation kind of energy. So we're cosmically midwifing here, new life, birth and expansion. Another interesting thing is a side message is we've got the child card with spirit and anchor. So I feel like the spirit babies are anchoring into this new earth, or they already have the crystalline rainbow children, whatever. There's the indigo children now. It's like rainbow crystalline crystal children coming in now. That's also being birthed, and it's going to be birthed. Some do have that in their contracts of bringing in children, you know, and of the true love counterparts to anchor in that high frequency energy. Also hybrids, we won't get into that, but yeah, like star children. So starseed energy is anchoring into this earth. Okay, and so these, what's this? Because these two fell. Okay, that's just from the last reading that I did. I'm going to show you this in a second. Let me show you these couple cards too that came out. Look at this. Be in service, hugs, prayer, and happiness. Okay, so this is the time to be in devotion, prayer, meditation, contemplation, mindfulness, happiness, service, serving others, like helping others, hugs, really being there for each other and sharing our hearts. It's really a time to come together, and I say that every day. It's a time. It's always a time. It's always now. Now is always the time to bring more love into everything. So I got more messages down here. That's right. Okay, so we're going, right? We're midwifing this birth and expansion, Arcturus, Lyran energy into new directions between worlds. So I feel like a lot of people feel like that. Sometimes they're in between dimensions. They're in between. They're like, I feel like that. Like, I am here, but I feel like I am not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm physically here. I'm participating in this dimensional reality at the same time, dimensionally shifting very, very often and anchoring high vibrations into this now moment. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like a collective dark night of the soul for humanity, where life brings new meaning and is leading to our spiritual evolution, to set our hearts free and a soul expand. Babaji, your consciousness is expanding and you understand the connections between all things. So that's where a lot of the collective are at. The shadow work, like I said, with the dark night of the soul, the deconstruction of all the programming, the conditioning. It's all deconstructing everything, all the let's just say the intended storylines are crumbling. All right, so, and the higher dimensional frequencies are coming in, and as a collective, we're raising our consciousness. We're accepting that fifth dimensional energy, that heart expansion. We're healing our chakras, our energetic fields, and doing more of that work. So, how many times? It's almost done. Okay, so this is a big stack of cards, but I swear, like, it ties in this whole reading. So right here we have the transformation. trust this transformation of death. Okay, so there, it's like looking beyond that. Like I said, taking the blindfolds off and seeing the beyond, trusting that with the trust card here. Also, the food card I saw it earlier, it popped out again, so I feel like that's saying like what nourishes us. What nourishes us? All right, so we've got wisdom, flow, flying and falling, communication. Now, I do feel like with the masculine face here, it's like masculine energy, the communication. This is what also I feel like the true love counterparts is what's really going to transform once they start communicating from their heart and falling into it and falling into their transformation and accepting it and going with it, because they know like their goddess is living her truth, and it's time to step in that bubble right here, step into that portal with her, the goddess, and transform beside her, with her. So there's this action here. I'm going to put that under communication because I feel like that goes with. It's about ready to communicate, taking some action, take some form of action without regrets. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. No maybes. I almost want to take that maybe card out of my deck I made. I'm like, no maybes. Like, what is this maybe? Well, maybe I'll do this. You know, the truth. So this is amazing. Truth and freedom. I'll put them right here. So we're flowing to, we want freedom of our humanity, freedom of consciousness here. And because it's leading to our what? Our empowerment. We're birthing and expanding into our true empowerment on our journey card. And I love it. There's the birth and the babies I was just talking about, right? Let's put that over here because here we go. The goddess, this is the masculine, the feminine, and you know, they could be bringing in children or have children and building that. And it could have different meanings, but we're birthing in, and we're birthing this new light here on this planet. So vehicles and cars. So it's like, what direction? We know what direction collectively that we're going in, regardless of any fear going on within the collective. Okay, this is the truth. We're on our journey towards empowerment and freedom and the truth. Action with our communication. All right, birthing this new direction, connecting to the goddess, connecting and bringing that goddess energy to the planet. We have the wisdom to flow. It's time to trust yourself and the universe's plan for you. Do not give your trust to others lightly. Okay, when one door closes, another opens. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to his present situation. Learn from the spirit world and its collective knowledge. So collectively, we have learned. Okay, we're going with the flow. You can't control life's events. You can only control how you deal with them. It's easier to go with the flow when life challenges you. Emotions can overflow unless you release them. What do you need to be free of? Are you ready to take risks and fly solo? What do you need to feel empowered? With the empowered card. Communication. What are you having difficulty communicating? Do you feel emotionally disconnected? What is not working smoothly in your life? Transformation. Commit to taking on new ideas and longings. Take a leap of faith. Begin again. And it's just so cool because we have the leap of faith right here. You know, it's all tying in. The goddess, embrace the feminine, create and be gentle, nurturing, yet strong. Do not listen to those who want to keep you small. Believe that you are as important as the stars in the heavens. This card right here, as the stars in the heaven, the cosmos, you have a place in this world. Okay, and then journey. Do things in different way. Take a new route. Believe your life is only part of one long journey. Be prepared for adventure. Believe in your own power to create change and control your life. Be empowered by becoming an example to others. Use your past experiences to make yourself stronger. Free yourself from limiting beliefs and attitudes. Be an advocate of freedom so others can be free to pursue their dreams. Unshackle the chains that bind you from being the person you want to be. Remain authentic to your core values. Hey, yes, right now we really need to look at that. That the peacock feathers in the background is flaunting those peacock feathers, the colors boldly and brightly, and being proud. You know, truth can be masked. So be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth. Yeah, I read that one. What do you need to nurture? Okay, that's another thing. Develop. In what ways do you feel vulnerable? Are you feeling overwhelmed by responsibility? Do you know what direction you want to go in life? Do you feel in control of your life plans? Do you represent the car model in your dream? Okay, so overall, this. You see what I'm saying? It's going. It's this basically just reiterates this whole reading about, journey, empowerment, freedom, truth, action. That's exactly where we're coming in. The communication, the masculine stepping up in their true love, with their true love, and expressing to the feminine, so he can stand beside her and they can be like this, like this. This has been up on my altar. I haven't put it back. Perfection, the yin and the yang coming together. It's representing of the sun and the moon, and bringing in their light and harnessing that light together. That's a huge part of the whole thing. I think sometimes it's a huge part of the awakening is the masculine and the feminine. Magnetic receptive power and electric active power, masculine and feminine. So I think that's all the time I have. I'm about to run out of time on my timer. So beautiful. Be a leader. Walk your truth. It's like receive your wings, receive your next level. I feel like this is the next level for a lot of us. I feel it. I definitely feel like, okay, what's next for me? I feel like I need to go deeper, go stronger, go harder, and not meaning like harder, push harder, but just like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. So, all right, I better get going. So I hope you enjoyed this message. All right, have a good evening. Bye.